Now, doesn't that look a lovely plate of ingredients? Today I am going to do a fantastic one-pot wonder dish. This is going to be pheasant with pearl barley and mushrooms. As per usual, simple. I mean, really simple. I mean, it looks a lot. I mean, we haven't even got all the ingredients there yet. I'm going to get all the ingredients assembled. I'll show you around them and we'll get on using one pot. So I'll get everything organised and I'll see you in a minute. Right, here's my lovely plate of ingredients. Got my lovely pheasant, a couple of field mushrooms, 4 or 5 oyster mushrooms, 5 chestnut mushrooms, a couple of onions quartered, some butter, olive oil, salt and pepper, and some of this lovely pearl barley. Now, one of my favourite chefs, Marco Pierre White, said once in a programme that nature writes its own recipes, and this is so true. I mean, a pheasant, it'll eat barley, loves barley, we eat pheasant, and you just think, what a combination, that works together. You know, just think pigeons on peas, they go together amazing, and this will go together amazing. So what we're going to do is, to start this dish, I'm going to move my mushrooms out of the way. I'm going to melt some butter in my casserole dish. This is a one-pot wonder. I'm going to add some olive oil so it doesn't burn, and all we're going to do is season that pheasant and we're going to brown it off. So we're going to start off with the legs, turn it over, do the other side of the legs, then on the breasts, both sides, then on the back. Then once that's done, we're going to fry off our mushrooms, our onions, put in our pearl barley. I've got my homemade game stock on the go, and then we're just going to put it all in the pot on a low heat, gas mark 3, in the oven for an hour. Then we're going to have a lovely casserole at the end of that, you know, with our pearl barley in there. So I'm going to move all this out of the way so we can start seasoning up this bird and get it browning in the pot. So I've got my butter and oil melted in the pot. I've already put some pepper on this, put some salt on. Ain't got to worry about it, some will come off. Just dab it up off that board, and all we're going to do, start gently frying the legs. So I'm going to brown that all over, to bring that in for you. Not too high a heat, on a medium heat, get a nice bit of colour. And then we can fry off our onions and our mushrooms. So as you can see, pheasant is browned nicely. I put some clean butter and oil in there, obviously because it browned it off. I didn't want to get the bitter taste, so I'm just going to gently fry off my 3 mushrooms. There's my oyster mushrooms, my chestnut and my field mushrooms, and I'm going to put in my onions as well. So we're just going to let those soften, and we'll take those out, and we'll add our pearl barley. As you can see, this is going to be fantastic. When you look how many mushrooms in there and our pearl barley, we'll sit our pheasant on top, add our lovely homemade game stock in the oven, hour and a half. Then what you do, take your pheasant out, enrich the pearl barley with some butter, then you pull the pheasant apart, serve it on top of the pearl barley with some watercress. It's going to be good. So all I've done is taken my mushrooms out, in with the pearl barley. Just get that covered in the oil a bit. I think I'm going to add a little bit more to that. Just top that up a bit. I'm going to put my pheasant, it's going to sit on top. Then just scatter your mushrooms and your onions all around. Just show you what that looks like. I'm going to take my homemade game stock. I mean, you can always top this up with water. Lovely. So I'm going to bring that up to the boil. We should put a lid on it, and then we should let it sit in the oven for an hour, hour and a half, till it's nice and tender. Right, there's my lovely pot of pheasanty goodness with all those mushrooms and the barley. Put the lid on it in the oven then. Gas mark 3, we'll check it in an hour, and that should start smelling lovely. So this has been an hour, and what we're looking for is the barley to have, you know, taken up all that game stock, inflated, and we shall have a look. Looks awesome. Take my pheasant out, if it will get in one piece, cooked to perfection. And if you have a look in there, look at all that barley and those mushrooms. Give that a stir up. Look at that. Oh. Just give that a taste. Totally done. I'm just going to add a knob of butter to enrich it, then get some seasoning there. I mean, you could rip this pheasant up now with your hands, just put it straight in there, take it to the table, let everybody get in there. Get some salt in there, just stir that butter in, and pinch a bit of this pheasant that's on the board here. Better serve it up. My fezzy. I'm going to take a leg. Lovely this is. Take a breast. I mean, that cooking in that stock, in that pot, you know, some people say pheasant's dry. Let me just show you that. Moist. Oh man. Oh. Beautiful. Wow, you've got to admit that looks good. Just going to give it a drizzle of olive oil. Well, there you have it. My pot roasted pheasant with pearl barley and mushrooms. A great winter's supper. And that pheasant is so tender. You know, all in one pot. Takes about an hour. Give it a go. Thanks for watching.